Greetings, greetings. Welcome to my page. I am Lenine, Fly444, and today I have one of my new favorites joining us for an interview. So bear with me if you all remember when I held the 254-day challenge, and one of my goals was my own podcast. And if you can remember, on January the 1st, 2023, I held my what I called my very own podcast in the midst of the 254-day challenge, where you enjoyed our family traditional meal, where the first day of the year we ate um, greens. I don't know why, what it is. We just do it because that's what we used to doing, is having greens, something green, which we had collard greens, black eyed peas, and rice. And our choice of meat was baked chicken. And so we had just a couple of people to join us, but it was not the quantity, but the quality. So shouts out to them who joined us, which of course was my daughter, Chef Key, who prepared the meal for us, and Mr. Dion Norman from Norman Broadcast, and he was my video guy and my mentor, my trainee, you asked me, but originally we all got it from Mr. Nat Morris and of course RJ Watkins. But yeah, and so today I'm excited to say I am in my space for podcasts. And back on January the 1st, almost a year, say we did it in about 10 months, but we rented out a location, which was a very economical. Shouts out to, I can't even think the name of the business, but the guy's last name was Sands, over off of the Lodge Expressway. It
Mhm.
was quite nice, small space for little small events or podcasts. And so today, I'm not going to drag this out. We're going to get to why we're here, and thankful for this man taking all his time on a Sunday, coming out, joining me with what it is I'm trying to do and accomplish here. So for you, thank you for tuning in. So today we have, can I be, can I say who we have?
Yeah,
Like
you can say.
what I know?
Yeah, what you
What
know.
okay. So I met this gentleman, Mr. I call him Benias. Let's see if I'm pronouncing his name
It's
correctly, first of all. What's your name, sir?
Venice Harris.
Venice. So I say Venice, and it's Venice. Venice. I have a friend, Geraldine. She said that's not her name. I've been knowing her for over 20 years, and that's what I call her. I'm like, but you be answering. She like, it's okay.
Right.
So now when I say her name, and she don't answer because it's not what she used to. But anyway, thank you so much for taking the time out your busy schedule for joining me. And I just want to say, first of all, we're coming off of a celebration where we gave thanks,
Hmm.
Thanksgiving. So I want to say I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
I did, as you.
And so, how did you spend your holiday?
I spent it with family and played marbles with my niece. Uh, got with the family and ate. It's real good.
Okay,
Enjoying
okay,
myself.
okay. So, what
Hmm.
all did you have to eat?
Wow, we had the usual. We had mom's homemade rolls.
Okay,
They had chillings. I don't eat cold.
chillings.
Yeah,
Oh
they
my
had
God, you
chillings.
should have snuck me a
Yeah.
bowl. Oh man, whoa!
Yeah, chillings.
My mouth been watering for them chitlins.
We had
Yes.
ham, honey baked ham, turkey, green beans, yams. That's
Okay,
it.
the
Yeah,
works, the
the works.
typical trip.
Typical,
Okay,
trivial.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you tell me? Can you name us three things and what you can give thanks for?
Yeah. First off, I thank God. You know,
Mm.
the head of my life. I can thank Him also for the rebirth. changed my life for the better. And I can thank him for just being him.
Okay.
So,
Amen. Amen.
amen.
Amen. So that sounds lovely. Now, I am curious. I know you are on what we call so Benaya. So how I met
You can just call
the
me.
gentleman
You can call me
Venus.
V.
V. I
V.
call him V because I don't want to keep
Yeah.
messing up. So it's just
It's
V.
just
But
V.
let me get it. I want to be right though. It's Venus,
Venice.
like Venice,
Like Venice
like
Beach.
like Venice Beach. Okay, Venice,
Yeah.
Venice. Okay, V. So okay, so but I can remember that Venice.
Yeah.
Let's see. See, it's not pronounced. I mean, it's not
It's not spelled
spelled
like that,
Venice
but the
though.
pronunciation is like Venice Beach or Venice, California, or
Okay,
Venice, Italy.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. So how I met Venice was last year for my birthday celebration, my
Mm-hmm.
53rd birthday celebration.
Yeah.
So let's go back. Coming into my 50th birthday celebration, if anybody know me, you know that to, in reality, I really am a loner. But there are times when I crave being around a crowd. And I'm huge on family. And I have a large family. But unfortunately, I've been away. I don't know the proper word to say. Isolated, feeling like the black sheep of the family. I don't know. But I've been away. And so right before so I'm 34 now. I mean 34, I wish. Knowing what I know now, I'm 54 now, and on my 53rd birthday, my mom had passed months before the end of the season, the year before. And during the time, if you know me, I plan ahead on everything or my budget. That way I'm able to get things done because I plan so far ahead and I could take and pay as I go to get it done. And so by the time it's time to go, I'm all paid for it. So anyway, my mom passed, and when my mom passed, I was in a state of wanting company. I've been isolated away for so long. I wanted company, and so planning my birthday party initially, I want to say maybe was it the year before? Yeah, I want to say the year before, I kind of was like a little frustrated and was like, I'm not going to spend my money trying to have a party because nobody really likes me and come out and party with me. So I'm not going to spend my money on a party. I'm going to take me a trip. But when my mom passed, I wanted family and I decided, I thought a great idea to rent a space at Belle Isle, host a party with the visual of a family type reunion in the park. And so, in that, looking for activities and things to do. And if you know me on dance scene with the jitters, I just love that energy and vibe, just really gets me going. And so I was wanting that. And so, wanting that, a young lady mentioned this gentleman and was like, I know somebody, you should give him a call and, blah, blah, blah. So by the time I got to that activity and I called, and had been spent beyond my budget, but he was nice to still come in and
Mm-hmm.
support and had his white on. I'm gonna put a little clip in here where y'all can see him bust his little moves. And so I'm like, this look, I throw it down. And they like, you don't know. Can I say what they
Yeah,
say?
yeah.
They say, you don't know. Freaky tales. I'm like, freaky tales. And so then I learned from just my environment of being in the city. Um, I know a lot of people in a lot of different industries. And one of the industries, let's see,
Yeah.
mm-hmm, this is the male dance industry. So we're going to get you some clientele. Now, he has changed his life. And so it's mine because I come from that life, and they like, people want to talk about and say, and I say
Mm-hmm.
this, knowing what I know, I'm never ashamed of what I've done. I
Right.
actually growed from it. And I say now, if I can go back to do, if I had to go back and do it again, I'm going to do it even better.
Right.
But, so anyway, Mr. Venus, aka V, is here with Fly444, and I'm excited about that because why are we here and meeting him? So he came out, he supported me. And prior to that, you had hosted a birthday celebration. I'm gonna
Sure
throw a little
did.
clip of that in there too, because I'll
Sure
be
did.
videotaping and taking pictures all of the time when I'm out. But I came out and I
Mm-hmm.
celebrated you at your
Yeah.
green function. You was dressed up.
Yeah.
Talk about style. He got it. I mean, look at him, now, but
Mm-hmm.
everybody was in, coordination. We all wore green. I'll throw my little clip. I thought I
Yeah.
was, had my little green polish on.
We had a good
But yeah,
time.
we had a great time. And then he
Had a good
came
time.
out, followed up what we should do, supporting one
Right.
another. He came out, he supported me at my birthday bash. And then how we get here today. How we get here today is because first of all, let me go back. The other day, my feelings was hurt. My feelings was hurt because the young lady posted on Facebook and she was asking if somebody could recommend a good travel agent. And so when I saw the post, it hurt my feelings because I've been doing this since 2018 and we're in 2023. And if you don't know by now that I am
Mm-hmm.
a travel agent, then I'm not communicating effectively. And I'm thinking as much as I post, it's about all I post is about Fly444. So that hurt my feelings. But what I know is not my who I thought or think are my friends. It's strangers that's coming into my life that's showing me love. And I want to
Mm-hmm.
say that because you be like, sis. And when you talk to me, you really, really make me feel like that. And I appreciate you for that. Like, this is like so awesome. Like, so with that being said, he reached out again, hosting what he do in celebrating life.
Right.
He has a birthday celebration coming up, his 49th birthday,
Yeah.
Memorial Day weekend, 2024. And guess who he tapped to help organize and manage and host his birthday celebration?
Mm-hmm. Wow. 44.
Fly444. And I appreciate you for that. And so
Yeah.
this is the reason why we're here today. I wanted to go live or in a recording with where they say, do you have any customer reviews? I have a live one right here. So let's get into it. So I
Okay.
have a few questions here, and I did send via email, I think, or maybe I mailed them all to you, but some kind of way I tried to get
You
them
got
to you
plenty.
so you wouldn't be surprised.
No, you
But
got
I might throw in a couple of surprises, but questions
you
ahead
got
of time so he'll know,
Yeah.
what it is I'm going to ask. So the first question, and it is involved around the post booking experience. It's like after you reached out to me and I got to the task and started everything off for you. And now we're, months into it. Since booking the trip for your Memorial Day weekend, how has your experience with Fly444 been?
It's been calm. It's been less of a headache on me because I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I
Okay.
call my big sis so she can take care of it all. And it's been a blessing,
Okay.
truly a blessing.
Okay. All right. Were there any elements of your post booking experience that you felt added value or made the process smoother for your group? You kind of hit in that a little bit, but
Um, with that, I just say I gave it to my sis, and everything is taken care of. You
okay.
know.
And so I have your folder right here. Keep a
Hmm.
folder on my group,
Yeah,
and yours a little bit thick
it's
here,
thick.
like a book.
We halfway there.
So so when you say halfway there, you have a goal in mind.
When I say halfway there, we halfway done with our payments. She take care of the payments. Um, everybody, all the clients, family members, they go through her, and it's just an easy process, you know.
Okay, okay. And so the goal was 8.
The goal was 8. We got 15.
At 15,
We got 15.
yes. Okay. So the anticipation and expectations.
Hmm.
This is where we're at now. So we have a 3-day weekend, but it's actually a 4-day weekend. Do you understand why? I'm giving you a little quiz here.
We have it a 4 day because we have everybody coming in, flying in, and we're gonna have an Airbnb, and we're doing the snooze and cruise.
Okay.
So we're gonna be there having a great time playing games, getting to know each other, and just have a real great time.
Yes,
Great,
so
great
what we call a
experience.
pajama party. And
Pajama
so
jam.
the snooze and cruise, so for anybody else, first time cruisers, so this is a tip for you. You have a cruise, it's best to cruise in a day or two in advance, depending on if flying overseas 2 to 3 days, so you can become familiar with the area and where the port is. Things can go wrong out there. People talk about Spirit all the time. Spirit is not the only one that flights get delayed or canceled, depending on weather. Just things can come up, so you don't want to be in a situation where your flight is delayed and you're flying in the day of, and
Mm-hmm.
your flight is delayed, and now you missed that ship and you don't have insurance. That's another thing. You just ass out, excuse my language, but yeah. So color theme, you have a color theme.
We're doing a gold pool party.
Okay, yeah. So go pool party. So those, if you are, and again, so do you still have any openings?
We still have openings.
Okay, okay.
You can
So
still jump on board.
okay, and I want to do say this though. We need some men. Where
Yeah,
the man at?
we
He got
need
a
to
whole
do.
bunch of homegirls
Ooh,
that's to
Lord have
jump in,
mercy.
but I'm like, where the fellas at? Like,
Fellas, I need y'all. Please.
so is there are you still offering any discounts where, like, can they still hold their, yeah, we still have cabins
We
that's
still have cabins that's available. Yeah.
that they can hold. In
That you can
fact, so I
hold.
have that information right here for your group contract.
Yeah.
You currently have 3 junior interior decks at 588 per person,
Mm.
and it's double occupancy. So if you're traveling alone, you just times that by 2, minus 20%, and that would be your total.
Mm-hmm.
And then you still have 3 um ocean view, the Bella experience available. So you still have 6 staterooms available, which technically there are more depending on what's in the supplier's um, inventory. But as far as your inventory, you still have 3 in junior interiors, which is a little bit more fancier than the interior Bella, and
Okay.
then the ocean view, where the junior interior, it could fit 4 people inside that space, where the ocean view Bella is 2 people per space. But again, if you are traveling solo, pay 200% minus 20%. Your total for the cruise would be 180, 180%. Price per room for the interior, junior interior, is $584 per person, and for the ocean view Bella is $649 per person. So I want to say, like, for a person traveling solo in a ocean view Bella, got my calculator over there, just roughly, just say 1250. and then you still have to. And so yesterday I had an opportunity to look at some spaces. So it's looking good. Come January, people are ready to drop their money down. Anywhere from $100 to $150 is what I was seeing. But then we still have to think about throwing in a couple of dollars amongst us. I'm thinking about $20 or $30 a piece for our dinner and
Right.
our breakfast, which is going to be homemade because we have a personal chef, Chef Key, that's flying in
Yep.
to prepare dinner for us,
Mm-hmm.
and our breakfast for the morning of when we're on our way to the port.
To the
So I
port.
am super, super excited,
It's gonna be very
and
fun.
I hope that you are. So,
Very.
two of the destinations. So, have you ever been to any of the destinations in which we're going to?
No.
So let me ask you, have you been to Miami?
No.
No. So you've never been to Miami either? Oh, we're going to
Mm-mm.
have a ball, an
Mm-mm.
absolute ball. And flying in the day before, I would really like to get you to experience Bayside, or even going over. We can, you know what, we're going to have a ball. I'm thinking like, I'm excited and I can't wait because we still, y'all know, I am looking forward to taking Fly444 full time because having to ask for permission to go is starting to become a little bit irritating.
Hmm.
So my full-time job is working for the United States Postal Service, but it's been time to fire them, like seriously. So I want you to be able to experience Bayside. I want you to be able to experience South Beach a little bit. So you've never been to South Beach.
Mm-mm.
And that's like, it's so old. Like, I don't even want to go to South Beach, but I want to go now just so you can say, well,
Yeah.
I've been to South Beach. But our main, well, once we embark upon the ship,
Right.
is Key West. So I'm excited about that.
Okay.
And so on our excursion, in the group, we have a private group for those who are cruising on as a part of his guest list, where they can stay informed and up to date with what's going on. And so far, we had a little poll that ran that we were looking at as
The different
various
excursions.
excursions. And so we agreed upon the glass bottom
Bottomless
boat.
boat.
And
Yeah.
so I'm excited about
I
that
want to see that.
because my experience, I've been to Key West twice, but my visit, I drove in
Okay.
from a chartered bus. We drove in. I've never cruised in. So this
Okay.
time we're cruising in, but we do have the option to experience where we set up for the glass bottom boat. And so I'm not certain. I want to say, looking at the itinerary, we arrived in Key West at 9 a.m. So from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., I'm gonna go in and schedule, make sure we have those tickets so they don't sell out. That's
Right.
another thing we need to take care of
Right.
as far as the excursion, to get that paid before we even get on the ship. I think that should be, because I know for certain by the time we get on that ship, it's gonna be sold out, especially being that it
Mm-hmm.
is Memorial Day weekend. And that's
Weekend.
one of the things where the glass bottom boat, I did get a chance to experience. It's like kind of like a old type of, I don't know what kind of boat you would call it. It's not. Did you ever go on the Babalo boat?
Yeah.
So it's nothing like that. It's like a, a 3 times smaller, and it's just a little area where you can go order you some drinks,
Okay.
alcoholic drinks or non-alcoholic drink, get your little snacks, chips or something like that. I think you might be able to grab a hot dog or hamburger. Can't really remember that. I know drinks. And then it's like an area that you can sit in and listen to the representative touring, where they talking about the waters and where we're going, and about this coral reef that we're getting ready to view, where another area that you can go out, and it's glass. The bottom of the boat is glass, so you can literally look down and see,
Right.
the reefs up under there, and the fish that families that may,
Right.
breeze through or whatever. Then there's another area that you can go out and enjoy. I saw a young lady, she took off her little covering with her beach 2-piece bikini, and, you know,
All
and
right.
laid out and bathed in the sun. So I expect to do that. And as an area where you can go out on a tip which I wanted to do that so bad, but I'm certain to do it this time. But I was with a crabby guy, my ex-husband. With he, I ain't your photographer. I'm not your butler. I'm not your photographer. I watched everybody taking pictures, and I couldn't get a picture, but I would be certain to take one this because if I don't look, I got these little stands I set up. People be like, "You need me to take your?" Nope, I'm good. I prop up my little tripod and do the little click. You see this little? Even got one with the remote control. Click, click, click when I'm ready. So yeah, so your port is Miami. We're leaving up out of Miami, Florida, and the destination is Key West, Florida.
Okay.
So another spot that I would like for you to, and I'm not sure if we will really have time for that. I'm not really sure. We may not, but being able to do the hop on, hop off, where we can hop off at the location where you're at the southernmost points of Florida. You like at the bottom, the tip on the map. You like right at that edge,
Wow.
and it's a
Okay.
little photo opportunity that you get to take in front of this big red, white, and black anchor like thing. And even being there, surprisingly, when I got there, I'm like, oh my God, I'm just so loving the traveling because I'm starting to learn more about the world myself. But it was like history there. I mean, I got a statue, uh, if I can remember to add that in, but a statue. They said the man used to give out seashells or something, but it's like an area like was segregated where blacks couldn't
For
come,
real?
90 miles outside from this area right here at the southernmost point. And look right there, they like 90 miles ahead is Cuba.
Wow.
And I'm like, I want to go to Cuba, like, can we swim to Cuba? But right there, I thought that's just was something for me. And the first time I went, I rode by. I couldn't stop because I was with Mr. Krabby. But I'm like, I'm coming back here and I'm taking me a photo. And I made it back my 50th birthday celebration. I was in Key West at the southernmost point and I got my photo opportunity. So, yes, so I'm excited there. And then, so your second destination is Bahamas,
Right.
and it's actually a private island called Ocean Cay. And I'm excited because I was just there in April 2023, and I understand that they're doing some construction. And from my understanding, I'm hoping that it'll be ready when we get back there, where there's more of a cultural feel with the
Right.
food, Bahamian food, and things like that. But just the experience that I have actually been to Ocean Cay twice, and the first time I was with Mrs. Krabby, didn't get a chance to uh, explore around like I really, really wanted to. But then the second time I went solo and I had an opportunity to explore more because I was on my own agenda and didn't have to worry about anybody else's time. So super, super excited about what we have coming up for you. Excited even in, we looking here. I understand after your booking, because I'm learning. I used a point here that I didn't need to, and that was the waiver for the group deposit for a period of 60 days. I didn't need to use the points because we didn't have over
Right.
17, I think it was 17 guests that I would, or 17 staterooms. Are
Okay.
we reserved under 17. Actually 16 is what we reserved.
Right.
And so we could have used that point for another thing, like maybe time with the captain. But even with that, we have to have at least 16. And to get to 16, we need one more person to step in. And so they're willing to possibly change it up for me, but I'm not sure. And then they had a little glitch in the system. So I'm going to see how they're going to work this out. Because they like on a 3-day sale and you don't get those points. But we have complimentary chocolate covered strawberries and a complimentary fruit basket. So, with the package that was mailed to you, did you have any questions or concerns from there?
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
Okay. So the anticipation and expectations, we went over that, is the trip to Key West and Ocean Cay, Bahamas. What are the top three things you is most excited about?
Wow, top 3.
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't laugh at me. Uh, One of them is when I went on the first cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk, went on the first cruise. That's why I like love cruising now and addicted to it. They had a club on there,
Okay.
so I'm really excited about. I'm excited about the ship. So excited about the ship. Excited about to see if they got a club on there for one. You
Oh,
know,
it's definitely not all the ships have clubs on there. It's like just the different mode, the
legal.
vibes of the people per different ship line. Now,
Okay,
Carnival is known for like the
the
loose
club.
lit party type, and I kind of wanted
Do
to. I have you. Well, like I said, all the ships have clubs on there, and so the ship that we on is a club vibe, but a little bit more mellow, not the wild out
so it's
drunkenness
it's
type.
the ballroom setting.
Yeah, yeah. So they have
So it's the grown
salsa,
and ballroom. I can
grown and
deal with that.
sexy, like salsa
Yeah, I can deal with that.
dancing,
Yeah, I
you
just want,
know, just a whole nother
you
different type
know,
of vibe on another
yeah,
type of level,
yeah. So
you
I
know.
want to just go there and ballroom. If it's, I want to be. I can't do the wild no more. I can't do that anyway.
Okay,
I can't.
yeah. So,
Lord have mercy. I
mhm.
can't do that no
Okay, so club experience, that was one. You got
more. The
two more.
club, I'll say two. I'm excited about the fly in the Airbnb
Okay, flying in for the pajama
for the
party.
pajama
Okay.
party. The pajama party gonna do be nice.
Okay, that's the icebreaker.
That's the
Okay.
icebreaker. So the icebreaker, um, that, and then I'm also excited about our little section that we got to Key West, right? We got a
Mm-hmm.
little station.
Wait a minute, you say that
Is it in
again?
K what Key West? We're talking about the lighthouse.
No, that would be at the private island. Ocean Cay is when we would climb the lighthouse. That's our
Yeah,
third
I
excursion.
think
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So that's at the private island at in the Bahamas is when we're climbing. We're climbing the lighthouse, and I did have a
yeah,
chance to experience that. I am afraid of heights, but it was quite awesome. I got through it, and I really was like, this is nothing. And then we're super excited for the video opportunities and the pictures is just absolutely beautiful.
yeah.
So to experience this, because I was by myself, to experience this out with some loved ones, this is just, I'm so looking forward to it. And again, I thank you for the opportunity. I
Oh,
do. I
know
do.
that.
So we have the top three things that you're excited about is the club experience on the
Mm-hmm.
ship,
Yeah.
your pajama party at the fly-in, and
Right.
your sort of kind of like your finale is climbing that lighthouse. Now you do
That I
know
got
at
about
the
a.
bottom of the lighthouse is where your function. He has
Oh, I
a
ain't know
party
that. What?
planned at the bottom of the
I
lighthouse,
ain't
and
know
I'll
that,
try to
y'all.
slide that in here too. I can't remember all this. I
I
got to slide
I
in. I
I
should
didn't
have
know
taken
all
notes.
that. I'm
But
real
at the
happy
bottom
now.
of the lighthouse is it's a club like environment where you can order your drinks, which I know you don't drink anymore. We have a nice little Caribbean
I have a
mixed
Caribbean
fruit
mix
drink,
fruit drink. That's
non-alcoholic.
right.
But we're like, we can't float away, but we're on water. We're on water. It's like the seating is, comfy lounge type cushiony seating
That's
that's
straight right
on the
there.
water, and you have your little drinks and conversation, music playing in the background, and it's just a time to just enjoy family and friends with conversations that matter. So
Yeah,
looking forward to that.
that
Okay,
sounds good.
so um what are your expectations regarding our assistance with flights and accommodations in Miami? We kind of, we know basically we want to have that Airbnb.
Right.
um, where we're all in one location. Now, the flight situation, I wanted to go over that with you because I'm not sure who all is. Everybody from Michigan here?
No, because we have some
Okay,
people coming
so
from like
this
Memphis.
person, for this one right here, this person is no longer has been removed from this book. And then this lady right here has been added to this book.
Oh.
And I gotta go check that. And so this person needs to be contacted so she know you by yourself and
Mm.
see if she can get somebody to cruise with her. What she gonna do? I don't know if we gonna still have her. Um, this is the contract. These your commission rates. How you feeling about them commissions coming in? What you got to say about that?
God is good.
God is good. God is good.
God is
Okay.
good.
So this is your list. This is your list right here. This is your people who have actually good. Yeah, this is the list. But this person right here is no longer.
So this the list,
This
right?
person is out. But yes, this is your guest list. I'll make a copy for that. I think I did send that to you
You
in your
did. You
package.
did.
So this person.
Oh, we finna have a good time, man.
What was I looking for? What was I looking for? Why was I looking through here? Hmm?
Yeah, we got it. So, oh boy, he ain't going?
No, she.
It's only two dudes?
Well, actually, it was a girl and a guy, but she say he ain't going because she can't be
So
paying
it's
for
three of
nobody
us.
to travel.
It's three.
No, it was two. It was two in there.
And Tyrese?
These two was together actually,
Oh,
and
okay.
so now he not there, and then this person right here is gonna be in there with her instead.
Okay.
So, oh, that's what I was looking for, flights. So everybody here, Jessica is here, Lois is here, Jeanette is here, Diane is here, Deshawn is here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Patrice is here, Venus is here, Brandy is here.
Mm-hmm. In Detroit?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. And Wanda. Wanda here?
She's in Memphis.
She's in Memphis. So this will be the one.
And Ashley is in Memphis.
Okay. So them two, wait a minute. Wanda and Ashley. So these two is in Memphis.
And the boy, the son.
And the son. Okay. Plus child. And I need to remember how old he is when I'm his birthday is 2014, so he'll be 10. Yeah, he'll be 10 years old. Okay, so that's Memphis and Detroit. So everybody's in. So let me see this list. So we got 1, 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people in Detroit. And I'm trying to remember how many I had to have. I think I had to have a group of 16. No, I need the question. Um, I want to say I have to have a group of 16 to do the group booking for travel, but don't quote me on that. I'm going to check with them tomorrow to find out what I need to have for the group. And then by the time we meet Are we meeting for December? We don't do a payment in December, but are we meeting in December?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll have that information for the December meeting, and I'll put that on the schedule today before you leave to find out about travel. My goal is to start booking travel come February
Yeah. About income tax time.
when we after we pay our final payment for the cruise and we start working on the travel.
Okay.
Even if we got to pay one way going and then come back and pay the way coming back home. Like sometimes I've experienced where I can't go and pay the whole round trip ticket because it's just not going down. And being that that's the holiday weekend, we don't know the way the inflation is going. I don't know.
So you mean to tell me we can fly in there? We can fly in there one way, and then when we get there, pay for another trip back home
Yeah, not necessarily when we get there, but before we leave,
before
pay
we
for another
leave.
trip back home. Yeah, you don't have to pay your whole round trip. You can go in there right now today and just pay for a one way to get to Miami. And then when you got money for the next one, you can pay, go back in and pay for your flight from Miami back to Detroit.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I
I
see
do
what you're
that
saying.
sometimes. How my money be flowing. I ain't got it.
Okay,
I ain't got it.
got you.
So yeah, so that's that one.
Okay.
Alrighty. So so I'll we'll decide that I know Jessica, she got a credit. She's waiting $600, so she can go ahead at any time. Right now she's just waiting to see when I'm flying in. And I would prefer that we all flew in together
Can you
and the
make that
Williams
happen?
meet us there. I
You
can.
can make that happen?
I can. Is everybody be on point till we have a certain day that everybody gets payments in to where when it's time for me to book the flight, I ain't gotta be connected. I can just go in and book it
Swoop it all at
all at
one
one
time.
time for everybody.
Exactly.
But we gotta set it some coordinate some kind of way. Maybe we can schedule a Zoom meeting inside the group, schedule for everybody to come in, decide on
Why
when
we
everybody have their
won't
funds after the February 24th deadline. They give me permission to go in and because we got to do that as well for the Airbnb.
right?
Um so we'll work it out though. So do you have any concerns? I'm just going by the questions that's
Mm-mm.
here. It said, do you have any concerns about flying in a day ahead in terms of logistics or any activities you'd like to do during that
You got
time
me
in
really.
Miami?
You got me really thinking about flying in. If honestly, now that I feel that, you got me thinking about flying in on Wednesday and do a 2 day,
2 days
two
in.
2 day in Miami and then go port on there.
Okay, I'm gonna put just a
Just
question
that
mark for
question,
that.
it's just a question mark. You
Mm-mm.
know what I'm saying? But the one day flight into Miami, I feel is real important for the group as well. Is everybody is together, and then when we get on this when we get board on to the ship,
Mm-hmm.
everybody is together and everything flows smoothly. And if everybody fly in together, it's everybody together, you know what I'm saying, and we could all just roll together instead of waiting because things happen,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Okay. So now one thing I've been thinking about, like as far as transportation, is we're only there one day and then the following day we board in the ship. So there's no need for no rental car or anything like that. So I'm trying as far as the Airbnb, I was trying to look for something that was close to
The port.
the port. So maybe we can get a nice size Uber, like a SUV type Uber, or maybe
That's
two
another thing
Ubers that
too,
will pull us
because
away from the airport to the Airbnb, and then from the Airbnb, transportation from the Airbnb
to the
over
port,
to the port.
yeah, we gotta.
Or We could pay the round trip ticket from the airport to the port where the and that's another thing, because leaving the port, coming off the ship where the phone been on ship time or on the internet time, I've experienced a couple of times. I done came out there and tried to reconnect my internet system for an Uber ride and couldn't get an Uber ride. I had to hop one of them taxis out there because the internet for some reason wouldn't let me log into my Uber. So we definitely need to make sure we have the transportation
Locked in,
handled, going and returning
returning.
back. So that's something we'll have to have a further discussion on to make sure that everybody's on board with how we're being transported here and from and to. Okay, excursions. So we have gotten excursions. Is a question here about, are there specific excursions or activities in
We're
Key West?
we're
So the excursions we've agreed on the glass bottom boat for Key West. And for Ocean K, we agree for the lighthouse. Now, I want to say, don't quote me on this, but I want to say the glass bottom boat excursion is $79 per person. I believe that's what that is. And the lighthouse climb is $14 per person. And so, one thing I did want to say, as far as the private island in Bahamas, I have your party, your birthday party set for from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. And let me go back.
is that where the all gold pool party gonna be at?
No, the all go pool party is going to be um, one of these days on a ship.
On
Either
on the ship?
it's
Okay, it's
on
gonna
the
be on
ship.
the ship.
Hmm.
Got you. Cool.
So yeah, you just got to decide
With
between
them
these
2 days.
days for the pool party that you're going to tell us to put on our goal.
Got you.
And so we do want to, I'm going to try to see if I can get the itinerary beforehand, ship itinerary beforehand, so that I know on what day their all white party would be, because they're known to host all white parties. So like for my attire, I'm just gonna get all white so I can be sure that I'm, coordinated with what's happening. So just from there, we can decide off the day for the when they're in the all white, and then another day when we're all gold, and that's just to get a sense of unity, us togetherness.
Mm-hmm.
So okay, so yeah, so I have your party on Sunday, May 26th, when we're in Bahamas. We arrive at 7 a.m. and we leave at 8 p.m. Your party is from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. So, and then we have early dinner. So, like when we leave there, we're actually should be before the 6 p.m. hour, we're headed to dinner, or we can figure out something. How we're gonna have to figure out how to maneuver that, because our dinner time is set for 5:30 p.m. each day
On the ship?
on the ship. And I have your party from 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. out on the water. And then I was thinking, because we arrive in Bahamas at 7 a.m., like how should we really do this? Because um it's public, and it's first come first serve. So at 1 p.m. we come out, a lot of those seats on that bar spot on the water could be taken,
That's
being
true.
that we got there at 7 a.m. So how do you want to do that? Do you want to go out early morning brunch, or what they call
We
it,
could do. We could do. We
sunrise,
could
where
do.
they can bring well, we can't bring our food outside there, so we would have to eat breakfast. Like,
We go. We can walk over there for breakfast.
so we can't take our food out there though. Now they do have
Oh.
food trucks out there, but I didn't notice it being breakfast type food. It was like hamburgers,
Well,
hot dogs, and French fries that we can. So it's a little path when you get off the ship and you go to the left. And as you go around this little path, it's like a food truck that you can stop at and grab your food and keep on going on over to the bar down outside the
I say
lighthouse,
we could.
set up, get our drinks, sit there, eat, talk, chat.
I want to say we can play it by ear
Okay.
because you really don't know when you're dealing with that amount of people. Some of them might be asleep. You know what I'm saying? I say play it by ear.
Okay. So right now I'm just gonna leave it at the 1 p.m. to 6
Yeah,
p.m. and then
that's
just
straight.
meet up over there, and then it's
Yeah,
just people over there. We just mix and mingle
right.
in
We'll
until
just do it like
people
that.
move on out.
Right.
Okay. So I'm gonna do the excursion. I think it's best to go ahead and do the excursions, like I said, before we even get on the ship, so we don't have to worry about them being sold out, and to ensure as a group we can all be together. Okay, and so um okay. So mini stay, I didn't ask you this about, do you have any type of expectations or preferences for the locations or accommodations when I'm looking for your Airbnb?
Can you elaborate a little bit? A little bit.
Like, is it like, do you expect like a pool,
I
billiards,
mean,
a basketball court.
um,
One, I see some you got like 4 units,
I
or you
say
want one unit where we all together, or is it okay
no.
where we can have different
I
rooms?
say for one, I say if you can find one, I say different rooms. I say different rooms because people still want their privacy, can't sleep in front of nobody or different things like that. Some people snore, you know. I say different rooms. If it has,
Now, when you know in the different rooms, it's units.
yeah,
Like
different.
this door is gonna be closed, like another house. See, it's Airbnb where it's like a big space where it's 4 to 5 bedrooms, or it's like an apartment complex where it's 4 to 5 different apartments.
Can you, all right, the rooms that's, so basically you said units. Units is like how this is right here,
hmm
right?
I'm in
You
my
go, you and
unit,
you
she in
and
her
she in
unit.
her unit.
Hmm.
I say if you could do units, do the units.
Okay. So now you know when doing the units, that's gonna kind of, that's not gonna, okay. So when doing the units and you have in your mind about the games
Okay.
and activities where we're doing
Everybody,
things as a one,
so people be
it won't
locked
be
in.
like that
Okay.
because we're all in different spaces.
Okay. So what's the other one you say?
Where it's one big house, it's a house and not units.
I say a house.
Okay,
I
okay,
say a house.
okay. That's preferably, but if none's available,
Yeah,
then
I
we
say yeah.
second choice is gonna be those
I
units.
say prefer a house.
Okay.
Another thing is if you can, and if they have, and if you can squeeze it in any kind of way, if they have like a pool or a sauna, or you know what I'm saying, something like that, you know.
Do you play pool?
Yep.
Okay. You like being on the water?
I love being on the water.
Okay. So when is the final payment for the cruise? Are you aware of that date?
February 24th.
Yes. Okay. All right. Have you looked at any flight options at all?
I try to see if my job does discounts.
Okay. Are you opposed to flying Spirit at all?
I would fly Spirit, but I had a bad experience with Spirit.
I'm sorry you had a bad
For real.
experience.
I had a real bad experience to and from.
Oh, so
So
spirit, y'all hear that now? Come on now, get it
spirit, y'all
together.
got to get together for real.
I didn't had a little bad on all of them. So, to me, it's just the amenities, and Spirit is stepping their game up. Hey, they got Wi-Fi. I can download on my tablet and watch the movies or whatever that I can watch on Delta. And as far as the seat, I book early enough. I grab me a big seat. No, it's not first class, but it's definitely comfortable. So I'm good. Or just give me a window seat and I'll up over there and lay my head up over here. You stay over there and I'm good.
I say, oh, I will do spirit, and like you say, things happen, but I do. I just don't want to get no layover and then gotta if my flights leave home at 8 o'clock and I'll get on a flight to 10 o'clock at night because the plane, you know what I'm saying, it's just crazy the way they did us.
Okay, okay.
So
Alrighty now. So okay. So excursions, we got that. We're talking about the budgetary constraints. We've been worked that out already. Group specifics. Given that we had 14 adults and one child
hmm
in the group. Are there any specific amenities or accommodations you would like us to focus on to ensure everyone's comfort and enjoyment?
elaborate on that for me.
Like I'm trying to figure out, like I've been trying to go over my mind. It's not like we got a child with us, So we gotta keep it family friendly on everything, you know. The household, like what type of activities that we can be able to include where everybody feel inclusive. So if
Oh,
you can think of
when
that.
we
So
I was thinking
maybe
about like
have, because I can't carry everything, but I can add a couple of things to my bag and you can suggest other people add stuff to their bag. The family, the Williams family who is bringing the kid, make sure that they have some activities that can kind of keep the baby's focus,
yeah. Well, he's real good because he was I met my little cousin before. He real good. He's real quiet. Was mostly in on a cruise. He was mostly in what's that called?
the
The
youth
kids,
camp.
the youth. He
Yeah.
loved the youth camp,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I'm
he
talking
was
about as
straight.
far as like that night that we're going to be together, like making sure things are all done to where he can be included
I'll
too
say
and not so much felt left out.
right. I say um I'm gonna Google and see some games that we can all play together.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna look up for some games and
Yeah,
stuff,
some games we can
for
play together.
activities.
I know cards, Uno, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Well, since we on a boat for the pool party, could we play volleyball in the water in the
Yeah,
pool?
we can. I just, um trying to figure out. I have to go back and look to see what we can purchase on the ship store, as far as activities, or
Okay.
if somebody can bring that and how we gonna blow the ball up, you know.
Yeah, cause I'm
But
pretty sure we could. I
yeah,
know they
yeah.
got like group.
Are there any? So we will have, well, we have the chef coming in for the dinner and for breakfast. So are there any dietary restrictions or?
Not that I know
Okay,
of. I think we need to put that in our group chat.
okay,
You know what I'm saying? Like during are there any dietary, you know what I'm saying, anything dietary you're allergic to, anything like that
okay,
that we should know about for the chef table.
okay, okay. Are there any other areas or details you feel we haven't covered adequately, or any other concerns you'd like to address?
Mm, I have to say, no, not right now. Um, not right now. If I do come up with some, I'll let you know.
Be sure. Okay, so how can Fly444 best assist you moving forward to ensure this trip is a memorable experience for everyone?
I say fly for 444 is a truly a blessing. Um, I thank God I had to go with my sister because I know nothing about none of this stuff right here. None of it. Only thing I know is party, shaking booty part. That's it. That's all. You see, I asked about the club. That's a part. Um, but excellent job. I don't have to think about people money, and you know what I'm saying, it's real hard. But another thing is as well, um, people please work with her on these payments because you already know that we got to get them in little by little. Deadline is creeping up slowly but surely. It is coming real fast too. These months, weeks is going by fast. So you know what you got to do. We all something else at the last minute. Sometimes you can't help it. I put, like I said, I put it on all the guys' heads, and I don't even want to touch it no more. I just wait till he say whatever, and I just do it. But other than that, thank you, sis. No stress free, no nothing. I'm telling you,
Thank you.
it's
Thank you.
stress free. She does an excellent job. Next year, my 50th, we in Vegas. I already speak that into existence. That's what we doing. We in Vegas next year.
Okay, okay. That's what I'm talking about. More
So
money, more money,
more
more
money.
money.
We in
And not
Vegas
more
with it.
problems,
Right,
but experiences.
right. Whatever stays in Vegas, whatever happened in Vegas stays in Vegas. This
That's
is
what
my
they say.
50th. I just want to spend time with family and friends, genuine friendship, people that love you unconditionally. Um, have a great time. Live life.
Now,
Yep.
let me go back since you said that, since you bring that up again. I'm going to give you this. Did you have an opportunity to look over that? Hmm?
Yes and no. I looked at it, but
And
yeah.
so I think I gave you the top two sheets from these packages here, right?
Yeah.
That goes over the booking value per cruise, right?
Right.
And then the breakdown per one. This right here is the commissions off of
Oh,
each.
that's what it is. That's what that
So let me
is.
explain this to you.
That's what that is. I didn't know what the hell. I mean,
So
excuse me.
you reserved 16 staterooms. You've sold 10 staterooms. These are the 10 staterooms in which you've sold.
Hmm.
These are the commissions that you make per stateroom.
Oh.
175, 20, 141.50, 154.20, 136.20, 175.20, 175.20, 139.90, 155.50, 149.80, 175.20. The total comes up to, as of November the 17th, 2023, $1,577.90. That would be my total commissions for the bookings for your Memorial Day weekend.
Hmm.
And as a thank you to you
Hmm.
for using Fly444 services,
Hmm.
I split my commissions with you 50-50. And the package that I sent to you in the mail
Hmm.
are the information per each guest on your
Right.
list.
Yeah.
So you know, and being transparent, what the dollar amounts are and what we'll receive. So to be gifted to you at this time, if
Hmm.
this is where we just at, would be $788.95. Would be my gift back to you.
Oh, thank you, baby.
So that's what that is. And keeping transparent so
Yeah.
you know what's coming in the door. And this here indicated on no insurance and who has insurance is because I always recommend insurance because I never want to get anybody overseas and something happens over there where they think their insurance here covers them over there and it doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So this indicates where no insurance later on, if they do opt in for insurance, then your commissions is going to go up because
Okay.
we get commissioned on everything that we do. Even this amount is still going to go up when I go back and I add the excursions in as well. So it's
Gotcha.
going to go up for the each excursions, which we have two, and for the insurance.
Okay.
So possibility for three outside of the one, two, three, four people who have already purchased insurance. Their total is in there. Only difference that would change here would be for the excursions.
Mm-hmm.
And if we use transportation, the ship's transportation, we get commissions for that as well.
Gotcha.
So as long as it comes through us,
Right.
then we get the commission. If it goes through someone else, then they get the commission. But coming through 50057 5444, it's for V and Lenine for this weekend. So
For season.
with that being said, that takes me to in concluding this interview. But before I go, I gotta say this. Because you just asked me about your 50th birthday celebration, which is a pivotal number. It's like you at that point, which most it's like a major celebration for people. So folks who might not come out for you on your 49th may more likely come out for you on your 50th. So again, that's more money. So
Right.
with that being said, yes, I'm sharing my commissions with you 50-50,
Oh.
but what about getting your own commissions? So that was one of the things I wanted. You don't have to answer me now, but just to think about, just to consider for what you've witnessed so far with Fly444. So you see this right now. This
Mm-hmm.
gives you an example. I I pay $69.95 a month for my travel business, the back store managing maintenance for my travel business, just the basics. $69.95. When I started, I paid $30. I think it might be $49.95, might be $69.95. I don't know, but it's not what it should be for what we make. This right here alone, even giving you commissions, where I throw in about another $100, if that, and I got my money back for what I invested into my business just to have my business, for the upkeep of my business. If you do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Can you grab me that calculator over there on the watch that cord too? I just want to make sure I got the right figure and hope you understand what it is that I'm trying to say to you, because what I'm asking you is
Okay.
if you might be curious and stepping into the business.
Yes, I
So I
am.
pay $69.95 a month times 12 months is in a year. I pay $839.40. Now, if I didn't share this commissions with you, I didn't
Made all that back.
on this one
Hook up.
group booking, I done made that back and more. And I'm giving you 50%. So minus 788.95 equals another $50.45. I done made back my investment for the year. And that's one booking. I have 5 group bookings booked for 2024, not to mention individually clients that I do solo, and even not just them, but I make my name on here too.
Mm-hmm.
So you see, I'm gonna get commission off of what I'm
Mm-hmm.
cruising, and I'm making money off my stuff too.
Right.
You see, so that was something I wanted to
Yeah.
share and offer you the opportunity. Yes, I love taking your money and I
Yeah.
don't mind sharing, but I want to share that you can get more because you coming on as a partner. What
Yeah. I would
happens
love
is
to.
when you book, of course, I would assist you because you're gonna get you're gonna get your the the 90% of the booking. So how it comes in, so it's a 90% payout that the supplier does, and it automatically goes to the host agency that I'm under. And so they take 10% and they give me my 90%. But the girl that brought me in, her name is Javon Matthews. She gets 10%. So this right here, let me show you. Yvonne Matthews. Hold on, let me show you. 1577.90. Take away 10%. Yvonne Matthews don't know nothing about this trip. She did nothing. She ain't lifted a finger to do anything on this. Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
However, because I'm up under her, she brought me into the business. She's gonna get paid. Not affecting our money that we got right here. Not affecting this at all. This is how much she's going to get paid off of this trip.
1577. 157.
$157.79 is what Javon Matthews is going to get paid from your trip Memorial Day weekend. And she
Wow.
don't know nothing about this trip. She ain't picked up a pen. She ain't typed in and researched nada. But this is what she's gonna make off of this booking because I'm a partner that she brought into the business, and because I did this work for me, she gonna get a little share of the work because she introduced me to this. This is how this goes. So people
Okay.
talk about this multi-level marketing and it all being a scam. This is why I share this in just to show you. You see this for yourself. You got
Yeah.
your booking contracts, you know everything what's going on here. The dollar amounts, who's paid, and
Mm-hmm.
I ain't touching nothing. You see me do a book and I ain't go in and change and add on nothing. I didn't charge you. Did I charge you anything for services?
Mm-mm.
What are you paying? Your cruise, your
Mm-hmm.
flight, and your hotel, your Airbnb. You ain't
Yep.
paid me a dime, right?
Right.
Whatever airline, well, I won't get paid off the airline unless I combine it in with our booking.
Right.
Now, if I do that, yes, I will get a commission.
Right.
But yeah, so I just wanted to throw that on to you. To
Thank
If
you.
you're interested in joining the
Yes.
business, I would love to have you and to have you to understand the down payment
Yes.
and the monthly cost.
Yes.
But the possibilities are endless. You know, when you want to start traveling more,
Right.
you like it's so much out there. You have to find your niche and what it is that you love to do. What I found my niche is cruising. I love
Mm-hmm.
cruising. So
For sure.
right now I can go in the system and I can show you. MSC is offering me a cruise. Right now I get it every year annually. I can go on a 3 to 4 day cruise right now for $39 in a balcony suite. Or I can go on a 7 day cruise, 4 ports, Jamaica, Cozumel, Cayman Islands, and Bahamas. 7 days in a balcony suite for $99. And because I like to travel in solo, it's going to cost me $198 because I got to pay double because I don't want nobody sharing my room. But if you go with me and I tell them give us a twin bed and we're going for 7 days, all we got to do is pay for our flight, our night overnight, and $99 for the same room you about to pay $1,300 for.
Yeah.
We can go right now for $99. That's my bonus for the year, and I get them
Wow.
every year.
What?
hmm So think about that. And what I'm going to do is I'm
Word.
going to send you the information and show you how to log in and become a agent. I say shoot for starting off fresh. You know, preparing your mind for January. You start in, I start training you. You can start understanding it's just how you be working Facebook, Instagram and all that, just learning, about the training. I say that for the first couple of months, but actually, you take the training, it's about 10 to 12 little slides. In honesty, in order taking a little PTA training is under about an hour and a half, 2 hours in the training. You can start booking, you become an agent under Archer Travel, Evolution Travel. Immediately after you finish that training, you have access to everything. And what it is, we're independent agents. Like I have a goal to become an agency, but right now I'm using their credentials. It helps to save me money. Being a CLIA member, for example, it's like a thing. Cruise Line Industry Association. So being a part of that association, a number of trainings to get you, whatever it is that you want to do. So again, I don't want to rattle on, and we've been on for over an hour now, so I don't want to had is too
Right.
long, but I
Thank
definitely want you to
you.
look at the package and consider. And
I will.
I look forward to holding you. And then that
Thank
way,
you.
we begin setting up your stuff for not next year, but 2025, your 50th, and all those funds come to you. And I just be making it 10%, and it's no money, but
You
that's what I
got it.
love. So consider that, V.
I
I'm being
will.
very, very serious. So in that, we're going to conclude this interview. Again, I thank you so much for joining us, V. I love you so much. Thank you
Oh,
for
I
this
love you too. I love
opportunity.
you too. Son.
Thank you. So, ciao.
Child, you all have a good one. Aww.